Since I'm taking it easy, I played only 2 games in divisions today because I am afraid. I want to have high rank. This rank should be enough to give me like 1005 top 1001 top 1500. Maybe if I get couple more wins, I could get above 2000, but losing a game is gonna lose me 35 points. So in order to recover 35 points, I have to win 5 or more games. At the moment I have 16 games without drawing or losing, so 16 wins consecutive, and the matchmaking is just nicely balanced. I have like 3 or 4 easy opponents, then 1 or 2 on my level, then 1 extremely heavy opponent, and then if something happens. Yeah, if I lose, I lose. Like this. Let's start from the oldest game. Yeah, this guy. Let me try to remember what was. This guy was a fucking cheater. Yeah, his team looks like this, but I don't know what he was using. Something with his connection or something, man. This was just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. He managed to get to Division 1. As you can see, this account doesn't exist for too long. Maybe just for 1 month, because he got Grealish. He got Grealish from the previous phase, so it's like I don't know. Only Grealish and Neymar. It's weird. That's why I'm saying that something was wrong with this account, man. The way he played. Dembele scored 2 goals like he's I think 2. Yeah, like he's top player, the player that it's a GP card, no phenomenal finishing. Something was extremely weird with that game, man. Extremely weird. I was leading 3-0 and then he scored 2 goals with Dembele. I don't know. This guy here, just an idiot. Cross-platform, top 27,000. It means that he barely made it to collect 1,800 points, but he never finished his phase with 1,800 points. Just a poor player. Free to play team, but he went for Guardiola, who was there also, I think Koeman, and 1 more player I cannot remember. Maybe was it Romario or something? I don't know. I cannot remember the talks. Doesn't really matter. His formation is just pure defensive. Doesn't matter if he has Donadoni, De Bruyne, whatever, man. It's not working. He couldn't score, he couldn't defend, he couldn't play. He was smart assisted. I scored 5. It was difficult for me, but not because he made it difficult. It was difficult because I just couldn't. If there was no smart assist, and if he was playing like on pass assist 2 or 3, it would be at least 10 goals for me. So this was a weird game. This was tough because of the smart assist, but I scored 5. Here I scored 7. Yeah, same. Yeah, this guy scored 2 goals with Pavel Nedved. I remember now, he quit. But he had defensive instruction on Jordi Alba, and he had defensive instruction on Philipp Lahm. Playing long ball counter, so it's a very low block, and you know, if you don't give counter target to your midfielders, wingers or something, they're gonna come and help defend. They're not gonna be there in counter attacks. They're gonna need some time. You're gonna need a little bit of time for them to join. So the fullbacks having the defensive instruction on them when they really need to be free to run a little bit forward when you recover the ball in front of your box, you know. That's what always gave me troubles when I was playing in 2024, yeah, because then you had to have defensive instruction on your fullbacks because they would drift off too much and leave space behind them, and that was giving me a lot of trouble because I liked to push the ball on the wings, yeah. So as soon as I recover the ball in my box, I push the ball to my fullback, and then immediately to the winger, looking for 1-2 pass on the wing, or just to send the ball in the middle from my wing. And he killed everything, you know. You're playing 4-5-1, but your fullbacks are staying back, so you don't have many options in attack. He scored 2 goals with Nedved from nothing, you know. He was just pushing the ball forward, and after the drama in my 6-yard box, he scored from near the goal. Doesn't really matter. Look at this, 54,000. That's he never made it to Division 1, you know. He barely collected 1,800 points just to be named the Division 1, but he doesn't belong to Division 1. If you don't finish in Division 1, you cannot be called a Division 1 player, man. I mean, at least 1,800 points, and to finish with that many points, you know. He collected 1,800 points, and then he thought that he can, you know, push for the rank, and then he played 5 more games and he learned that he ain't that special, man. Maybe he was relegated to Division 2 or something, because 54,000, that's barely getting in Division 2. This guy won. He was not that special, but it was so easy for him to score, I think 4 goals. 3. I quit this game because by minute 40 he just scored so easy, man. This guy, big time smart assist user, no play, nothing, man. I scored 2 goals. It was difficult for me to play because I was not playing against him. I was playing against smart assist, This little guy is using Fabio Cannavaro as right back. He was lucky enough to get Rodri. He got Best. He got Virgil van Dijk. Maybe he was just lucky to get George Best from 500 coins spin. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Very weird game. It was 2-0 for me and he quit. This guy here, yeah, same. He was trying. That was not his formation. He played with similarly forward. It was same with 3 forwards, but it was like 4 at the back or something. Something like that, yeah. I cannot even remember. I cannot even remember, but very stupid game, and you know, fake with balancing, too much balancing. This guy here, same. He was using this Marseille turn excessively, but he didn't know when to use it, and he was trying just to show off. I don't know why, but my ranking is like, let me see, 219, yeah. So people think that I'm a superstar player, and they want to show off, to show me like, yeah, I lost, but I know how to do a double touch, I know how to do a Marseille turn or something like that, yeah. And they're trying to impress me, but I don't really care about that. Even if I was number 1 in the world, I don't give a fuck if you know how to do a double touch or some kind of I don't know, test cancel or double touch cancel. I don't care, man. You just play, do your best to win, but trying to impress me, I'm not impressed, man. Anybody can learn how to do it if you put your mind into it. If you invest a little bit of time to practice, anybody can do it. I can practice my test cancel 2 or 3 days, a little bit against the AI, a little bit against the players. I can. Okay, this time we have Spanish League Kagata event. I can put my Hazard on the wing and practice test cancel or double touch cancel for days, for 7 days until next Monday, and I'm gonna perfect it, you know, but it's not about I don't want to be a hacker, you know. I don't want to be like to abuse this kind of mechanics. Okay, it's cool to know, and sometimes I try to use it, but if I really wanted to spend 1 week in training that, maybe I will learn how to do it better. But you know, just knowing double touch or Marseille turn doesn't mean that you are good player, because it needs a little bit of sense, you know, to use those skills, because you cannot just perform them. You have to know when to perform them and why are you performing them, you know. Not just, you know, many people just there is nobody around them and they decide to do a double touch, you know. They're sprinting and they're doing double touch and it slows them down. Okay, what is your point? You wanted to show me that you know how to do a double touch? Yeah, great, but you don't know when to do it, because you're doing it only when nobody's around you. So what's the point? It's the same like today in the event I play against a guy. He was using smart assist and he was just running with the ball away from me. He wasn't trying to dribble or something. He was just holding sprint button and running away. And while running away from me, he was going to the sideline, yeah? He was going outside of the bounds of the field, and he decided to do a double touch while going outside of the bounds. So that's fucking ridiculous. Okay, let's see the next player, Butcher of Blaviken, but that's this Reznik from Blaviken, Reznik z Blaviken. On Polish it means Butcher from Blaviken, yeah? Nice. Strilu Wolf, Strilu, I don't know what Strilu means, maybe, I don't know, white? No, white is belly. Strilu Wolf, I don't know, but his name is cool. Regarding the Strilu Wolf and Butcher from Blaviken, very cool name, respect for that. But his play, I thought that he's a good one, but no. Maybe once he got more than 1830 points, maybe 1850, but that's nothing. The guy is just NPC. He's not a real player, man. He's just like an NPC. So this guy here, he was using smart assist, but nothing. He scored 2 goals with Kane, if I remember very well. Yeah, 2 goals with Kane. Yeah, it was this formation, it was, I don't know, the game was very balanced, but I managed to score. And I worked actually hard here to score, because I think I scored like 5 goals after the 6 goals after minute 60. You know, it was like one after the other, and I scored I think 3 goals after minute 85. Anyway, 280,000. This guy was using smart assist. Yeah, and he was trying to time waste. For what reason, I don't know. He was trying to time waste. I scored 3 goals. No, I scored 2 goals and he quit. Okay, this guy here again. This guy as well tried to time waste. I cannot say that you're playing possession if you're just passing the ball between your center backs and full backs, you know, back and forward. Yeah, I cannot say that you're playing possession. If you're playing possession, you should be playing in front of the opponent's goal and looking for a gap, you know, actively, not playing at the back and wasting time for no reason. This guy here was ridiculous. He scored 2 goals with Pato from silly positions. He was leading 2-0, and then everything collapsed on him. I scored 6. Until minute 20, he was playing like his team was just crazy. My defenders were not even near Pato. They just left a lot of space for him. He didn't even play that well. He just passed the ball to Pato, and my players were far away from him. Nobody was there to stop him. It was not even true pass. It was just regular pass. You know, the game just wanted him to score. That was obvious. Yeah, he was good enough to score. You know, but look at this, man. 56,000, never seen Division 1 with this kind of players. That's ridiculous. But look at this, having Edmilson as a center back together with Cannavaro, that's a little bit stupid. At least he should have put Desai in the middle as a center back and Cannavaro where Desai is, at least. Or at least to change the places with Cannavaro and Tiram. But it would be perfect to have Desai and Cannavaro switch places. And if I saw, let me show you my formation now. If I saw somebody using, like here, you see Van Basten. So that's, if this is your team, Van Basten would be on my left side, and he would be on the. Let's say my opponent wants to cross with Park Ji-sung. Marco Van Basten would be on the far post. Most of the time, having aerial duel with the fullback or with one of the center backs, the one on the left side. Yeah. So if I see that somebody's playing like this with goal poacher, with fox in the box, that is tall and strong, let's say Van Basten, or maybe even Batistuta, Morientes, Christian Vieri, even Fernando Torres is great in aerial duels. Kite is great in aerial duels, that's why I have them. I would not play Roberto Carlos or somebody who's not tall, like Roberto Carlos or Ferrer, or I don't know, players like that. I would not play Camavinga, like many kids play Camavinga as the left back because he can play, but it's not his natural place to play. He was just substituting for the injured player. Yeah. So having his decision was good, but I still scored many goals because it was good to have Marseille Desailly there, but at least he should have changed Cannavaro and Tiram, because the tall player should be always in the middle. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Maybe he was playing he wanted to play to give defensive instruction for Gattuso and Pirlo, and most probably he did, so he didn't have to give defensive instruction to Tiram because he's a defensive fullback. Maybe it was that, I don't know. But anyway, this guy here, 14,000, yeah, didn't see anything special from him. Again, Varane should have been on the left side, protecting Roberto Carlos. Fabio Cannavaro is great in aerial duels, but he's not tall. So imagine him making at least 2 mistakes. You know, sometimes the game can make Messi jump higher than, let's say, Varane or Thuram or whatever, because this is how the game works. Yeah. Imagine having Cannavaro in aerial duel against Van Basten. If the game is giving Messi 2 chances to get the ball with his head, imagine how many chances would Van Basten have against Cannavaro. At least 4 or 5. Now imagine against Roberto Carlos. And that's one side of the game that sometimes the tactics are working and are realistic, because Roberto Carlos cannot win the duels, especially when somebody is coming behind him on the far post, tall and strong player. Roberto Carlos is useless. That's why I would use Roberto Carlos for possession game, and I would let him go forward as much as I can, even to give him offensive instruction. But you don't need offensive instruction on him. His player ID is fantastic and he's offensive from the start without the instruction. So this guy started playing long ball, and he wanted to try to build his attacks actually to time waste with long ball counter. And if you're using smart assist or pass assist level 1, the game is letting you do it. But I stay calm and I try to anticipate his passing and his movement, and it was just, you know, I scored 2 goals and he quit. This guy here, look at this. I thought that he's a good player, but he changed his formation. He didn't play like this. But he was just, you know, using smart assist. He was trying to do some skills. He was passing the ball around, you know, just without any concept, without any reasonable, I don't know. I have no idea what this guy was doing. This guy here was just time wasting and using smart assist. Time waste and smart assist. So I don't know. I think he scored 1 or 2 goals. He scored 1 goal. I remember now. He scored 1 goal. Then I scored 3 and he quit. Whatever, man. But he was really trying to abuse the mechanics. He was using smart assist, and he tried to get extremely near my goal and just to press shoot, pass the ball forward and then shoot, because the game is like that, you know. It's difficult to block, difficult to intercept passes when you use smart assist, especially if those are like very short passes, like 5 or 6 meters. You cannot intercept those. So he knew what he was doing, but that he didn't have any skill. He didn't have any tactical knowledge. This guy was using smart assist. It was a tough game. It was a tough game. He was using smart assist, and as you can see, he gave all of his players auto allocated the points, but this guy was just ridiculous, man. This guy here, let me try to... Yeah, this guy here also tried to play some kind of possession. I think I scored 2 goals on him and he quit. He tried to play some kind of possession, but I don't remember very well. Let's see. Yeah, he quit. He quit. This guy here, yeah, that was the same formation. Nothing on this guy, man. Nothing. Combination between pay to win, and you can see that he was not playing for a long time. He was not playing for a long time. He got Serginho for getting back to the game. He has this Donnarumma. This is an old card, if I'm not mistaken. He has old Thuram, old Seedorf, very old Van Basten. That Pelletti was free. I don't know. Anyway, nothing special on this guy, man. Didn't even play seriously. This guy, if I remember, he was good. This was not his formation, if I remember well. I think he had Rashford on the right side, something like that. Maybe even on the left side. I don't know. He was okay. He was decent. Maybe he even scored one goal, but I managed to score 2 or 3 and he quit. This guy here, again. Oh, this was today. This was today. Nothing special on this guy. But look at this, man. He was just... he was pushing the ball on the wing for Yamal. And when defending, he was just watching the ball. Nothing. Whenever I had the ball, he was controlling his player in front of me and going back. He was not engaging at all. So I scored how many? 3 goals. I scored 2 goals actually, and I decided not to push, I was just passing the ball around, and if he engages, I pass the ball forward. If he doesn't, I just pass the ball around with my defenders. This guy here, he scored 2 goals, but he scored from Konami balance. That's it. That's all. No, he had Del Piero. He scored 2 goals with Del Piero with no effort. No, it was just plain scripted goals. He was using pass assist level 1 most of the time. I think he was alternating between smart assist and pass assist level 1, which are completely the same thing now, but only with pass assist level 1 your gauge will not turn purple when you do some passing or shooting, it will just stay in regular color, but the way that the players are moving and behaving, it's same like smart assist. So this is the, maybe this was the what's the word, the update that Konami made, because of course many players are making fun of the kids, or those are not kids, the less skilled players that need assistance. People are making fun of them. Of course I make fun of them. Only idiots need smart assist, man. Some of the people abuse it, but like 85% of them don't know how to play and they need some help how to play the game. But buying players and getting smart assist is not gonna help you. It's gonna make you more dependable on Konami. Konami wants that. If you want to learn how to play and if you want to play better, just play with the players you have. You can play with the players they give you. Do your best, win some, lose some. When you come to the decent stage that you're a decent user and player, like you don't have any difficulties reaching Division 1, that means that you are a good player. Getting 1800 points, 1850, 1900 means that you're slightly above the average, because getting to Division 1, it's not difficult, but if you cannot regularly without any difficulties reach Division 1, then you shouldn't buy the players, because you're not a good player. Maybe you can collect 1800 points, but spending money on the game that you cannot play is just pathetic. So yeah, there was some difficult matches, but I won those also. So let me see. I think I lost only one in last 20 games. Here. Yeah, I lost one game in last 20 games. That's a good achievement, and I'm a little bit more cautious than in previous phase when it started, because in previous phase by Sunday evening I had 2200 points. No, 2020 points. And in the Monday morning everything melted down. I was actually Monday evening or Tuesday I was relegated. Give me just 1 second. Alright, so as I said, some of these players, man, are just fucking amazing. I really, let's say that what's the game that I cannot play? Maybe, I mean, I don't know, let's say I'm not a big fan of first person shooters, yeah? I can play those, but I cannot be like Division 1 player, but you cannot compare the competition in those games with this one. But let's say that I'm not a Division 1 and now buying some upgrades or some, I don't know, something. For what? For what reason? To try to make me better? I don't know, man. Maybe practicing a little bit more, trying to learn, I don't know, how to, but it's not the same like this. This is more complex game. It needs tactics, it needs a little bit of skill, it needs a little bit of knowledge regarding the football, it needs a little bit knowledge regarding the skills, because now these days it's extremely important to have one touch pass and through passing on all of your players. On all of your players. That's why I have one touch pass and through passing on my center backs. Because if you don't have through passing on your center backs and you try to do a through pass to initiate your counter attack, you're gonna be fucked. Especially if you do that against smart assist users, because even with one touch pass and through passing, your perfect passes are going to be intercepted by opponent players, just because the game wants to behave like that, yeah. So you have to have one touch and through pass on all of the players. And as you can see in my team, I have it. I have it on everybody in here. Listen, it would be great, but I cannot waste my trainers to give the goalkeepers one touch pass and through passing. But imagine having one touch pass, through passing, low lofted pass, weighted pass on your goalkeeper. No matter how high or low his low pass and lofted pass are, he would be great. He would be great with passing the balls left or right. On the left side or the right side to the fullbacks or to your wingers, and his short passes would be much more accurate and less likely to get intercepted. See, here I don't have through pass for Batistuta, because I used all of my trainers to try to get flip-flap and long-range shooting for Pele, but I couldn't get. I want to change his aerial superiority for long-range shooting, and I want to give him flip-flap, and more or less that would be it. He would be good for a center forward to substitute for Luis Suarez, which is fantastic. See, I gave Christian Vieri through passing. I thought that this card is going to be much better, but this card is not even representing his true skills in real life. The other card with Blitz Curler was much better. This one is nerfed. So nerfed that it's a little bit, you know, too much. Look at the stats are good. You see physical contact, jumping, heading 94, but still he's not heading that good as Van Basten. Let me compare them. They're not the same type of players, but doesn't matter. Look at this. 186 against 188, similar weight. Okay, attack and awareness 95 on Van Basten. Okay. Much higher dribbling on Vieri, which is not even important. Slightly better tight possession and ball control on Van Basten. Then much better low pass and better lofted pass on Van Basten. Finishing 5 points higher on Van Basten. Heading 4 points higher on Christian Vieri. Set piece taking and curl much better on Van Basten. Speed, a little bit better speed and acceleration of Van Basten. Kicking power 90-90. Now comes the physicality. Yeah? Jumping, physical contact and balance significantly higher on Vieri. Stamina is more or less the same. But Vieri with jumping of 90 against 81, he should be better in aerial duels, especially because of the high physical contact. He should be better than Van Basten, but he's not even near Van Basten. That's why Van Basten is my starter always. By the default, if he's on regular form and others have B or A form, of course I'm gonna play Batistuta or Vieri. Fernando Torres is always on the bench. I tried even Dirk Kuyt when he was on A form or better form than Marco van Basten. I tried him and he was good. He was good in the beginning. Now he has 12 matches already, only 6 goals, which is okay, because he scored the 6 goals in first 5 or 6 matches. Yeah, I need a super sub for him. Now I'm gonna give super sub to, okay, I think all of my players have super sub. Robertson doesn't have here. All of them have. Danielson does, Neymar does, Pele does, Christian Vieri will have, Fernando Torres does, Batistuta will have, Fernando Morientes has. So my next goal is giving look, Batistuta is also good, but Look at his jumping 92, physical contact 96. Heading 90. Kicking power 95, but his kicking power is not. These two cards, Christian Vieri and Batistuta, are just not good enough. Yeah, for free-to-play team like this one, it's okay to have them. You know, Batistuta didn't perform very bad. In the beginning he was okay, but after that, nothing special. So far, Fernando Morientes and Fernando Torres are my best super subs. Maybe if I give super sub to Vieri and Batistuta, maybe they will play a bit better in the second half if I play them. Because in her first half, I don't know, Batistuta used to score from headers in the beginning, but later, maybe because of the update or something, I think the headers are a little bit nerfed this week. Maybe they're gonna make them, not only the headers, the crosses and everything, they're a little bit nerfed. Maybe next week they're gonna be a little bit buffed. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, enough of talking. I think I had very nice matchmaking. Not many difficult matches. I had some difficulties, but those were just because of the balancing. It was not because I played against difficult players, but the game is just balancing too much. Level 1 passing support, pass support level 1 is just a cheat at the moment, because it's like 2 years ago. It's helping you defend better, and it positions your players better, and the movement of the players is improved. So this is Konami's solution to smart assist issue. Yeah, now you can play, you can get a lot of help from the game, but people can say that you're using smart assist, and you can say, no, I'm not using smart assist. Did you see my gauge going purple, changing the color to purple? No, I didn't see it. So so it means that I'm not using smart assist. Yeah, you're not using smart assist, but you're using pass level 1, and that's the same. That was Konami's update, I'm sure now. So let me see, where was this guy? Was it here? Yeah, it was one match. Yeah, this was, look, 200,026. Look at his team. Look at his team. Marquez, Jaap Stam, Petr Cech, Roberto Carlos, Nakata, Blitzcurler, Mbappe, Gianfranco Zola. He made Zola center forward. Roberto Carlos, what he did even get Czech and Yapstam today. I don't recommend having Petr Cech, a defensive goalkeeper, for high defensive line if you don't know how to use your goalkeeper to send him intercept the balls that are going behind your defensive line. But the game is finding balance for everything, so the game is going to help you anyway. So look at this, man. He got Cody Gakpo from the eFootball Points shop, and he's using him. For sure he has a better player, let's say Hazard or something like that, which would serve better purpose than Cody Gakpo, but doesn't really matter. He's using Zola as a center forward, which for me is just ridiculous. Whatever. Scoring four goals in the event, which is extremely... the events are not even balanced. The events are made to help the one who's not that good as you are. So they're helping the weaker player play, score, and enjoy the game, because they know that you're gonna finish your events. You know, you can take 2 or 3 matches to win, but you're gonna win. And these guys, so I scored 1 and he scored immediately another one, or an equalizer. I scored the second one, he scored his second as well. Then I scored, every time I scored, then he scored the third one, then I scored fourth one and fifth one, so it was like 2 goals cushion for me, and then in the end of the game he scored 1 more. The game was just helping him be entertained and you know, helping him score and enjoy a little bit. You know, now he thinks, yeah, he's a good player, but I could have won if I had a little bit more luck. Yeah, that's just fake drama, man. That's fake drama. Yeah, there was this guy here. Yeah, the first one here. Really stupid and playing like coward. He was just he scored 1 goal, and after scoring he just wasted time for no reason. He was leading 1-0, he wasted time, and then after that the game helped him score the second one. I decided to quit. That's the problem with these events. They are heavily scripted and they are pushing smart assists to win, and that's fucking ridiculous, man. That's why I love these tournaments where there is no smart assist, and you will see that players that are using smart assist don't like playing at all. If they playing, they are very fearful and they are not confident. They're not gonna try pass the ball around and waste time or something. No, they're just gonna hoof the ball forward away from their goal and try to defend the best they can, because they know that the smart assist is not going to help them defend or attack. Yeah, so more or less the results on the tournaments without smart assist are realistic. From time to time you get really scripted game, but it's not that visible if you don't play that much, if you don't play enough to see when the game is scripted or when the game is not scripted that much. This guy here was just a ridiculous player. Nothing special on this guy. I scored 2 and he quit. And that's it. What was the third one? Oh, this guy was decent. I scored 1 and then he scored 3 goals or 2. I don't remember, I quit. This guy was special. He was not playing like this. And playing like this with Xabi Alonso is suicide. And especially look at this. Raul should play on the right side and Wayne Rooney on the left side. And having Frank Ribéry as attacking midfielder and having no defensive midfielders, having Roberto Carlos as a left midfielder instead of fullback, yeah, you can see people are playing like this, and that's, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. So I have all the rewards. I have all the points, whatever. Maybe I have one more trainer. Position trainer. Let's see, do I have? No more. Doesn't really matter. I don't have enough GP to give anybody a super sub. I don't want to spin now. I have enough coins to spin for Yap Stamp Pack, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait until Thursday. I want to see what are they going to give us. I could really use Del Piero because he's a goal poacher with momentum, dribbling and blitz curler. I could use him in the second half instead of my Suarez, because this guy can have 95 speed, 95 kicking power and 95 finishing, all together with high attacking awareness. Let me double check on that. I'm gonna have to consult eFootball Hub let's see. I'm gonna do it quickly. Okay, let's see. Kicking power, let's give him 95. Finishing 95. Attacking awareness 95. You're gonna give him free kick taking as a booster. So we take one back from finishing, one back from lower body strength. So his speed is 95, kicking power 95. Okay, let's do it like this. So he would look like this: offensive awareness 95, ball control 93, dribbling 91, tight possession 90, low pass 73, lofted pass 70, finishing 95, header 69, free kick taking 95, curl 97, which is enough, speed 95, acceleration 98. This card is fucking crazy, man. If I could get him, oof, I would be very happy. Kicking power 95, jump 70, physical contact 73, balance 98, stamina 88. You can also give him just 90 speed and 90 kicking power and invest the rest of the points in physical contact, and you would make him a beast. This guy would be a beast. For sure he needs one touch passing. He needs let's say super sub. He needs he has double touch. Okay, soul control, flip flap. That's 4 skills. And maybe maybe chip shot control. That's the 5th one. This little guy would be fantastic, man. This little guy would be fantastic to have. It's a fantastic card. Adriano and Pato don't really care about them. This card of Yapstam as a build-up, that's not fair, man. This guy was never a build-up player. He was a destroyer. He was a destroyer, and that's it, man. That's it. It's not fair. But doesn't really matter. This guy is a cheat. This card is so fucking good that it's ridiculous, man. That's fucking ridiculous. From this lot here, I think that we're gonna get 5-star nominating contract next Thursday. I think Monday is always 4-star, Thursday is 5-star. I'm gonna take... At first I wanted Rafael Leao, but he's a deep lying forward, so I decided not to get him. I made a mistake. I used my 5-star contract. Actually, it's not a mistake, because I wanted to play with Portugal, yeah, in national events. and I wanted to have more players available to play with, and I picked João Felix. I want to have this card here. It's a unique card, especially because I can build this card the way I want. His defensive stats are still there, but he also has decent finishing and attacking awareness, so you can make him something like center forward for emergency situations. Yeah, I don't recommend playing him because he has super sub, so he's gonna be better in the second half, but I don't recommend you playing him like from minute 60, yeah, or from the beginning of the second half. Maybe from minute 70, 75, from minute 80 for sure. If the things are not going your way, take him in and do few crosses, try getting something out of it. Acrobatic finishing is very important for him. That's the first skill that you should give him. Forget about the defensive skills. Doesn't really need one. Interception, block, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, acrobatic clearance. He already has them. Just give him acrobatic finishing, and if you don't get a chance to score with him and you need to pass the ball with him, just give him one touch pass, through passing, long range shooting, long range curler. That's it. He's done. For 10 minutes at the center forward, he's gonna be good. Most probably the game is gonna push him to score because of the uniqueness of his card. Rafael Leao, always good. Advanced double touch from the go, but he's missing one touch passing. He's missing long range shooting, header, maybe chip shot control, maybe even pinpoint crossing or fighting spirit, maybe super sub, something, whatever. But the problem is his playstyle. If you play him as a second striker or center forward, his deep lying forward playstyle is going to be active, and I don't like that. In my team, I don't need a deep lying forward at the moment. And that's it. Soboslai, great card. Why not? Very useful. Curler, shooting. He needs one time shot. He's good at free kick taking. High kicking power, high speed. This is a good card. He can play right back, he can play on both sides of the midfield, central midfielder, attacking midfielder, winger. You can even train him to get second striker position. Nice. But I will go for this one. It's a unique card. I don't like Barcelona, but that's a unique card. So yeah, if we get 5-star contracts in Thursday, I'm gonna get Araujo. That's settled. I made my choice. Also, this card here is going to be very, very good. His stats are going to be crazy good. If he's going to play according to his stats, that's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. Look at the skills. Double touch, soul control, long range shooting, long range curler, one touch pass, through passing. So he's missing one time shot, flip flap, interception, maybe super sub, maybe pinpoint crossing. Fantastic card. This is fantastic. I love it. I cannot wait to test him and to give him a chance in my team. Yeah, they decided to give this Batistuta for the free-to-play players. It's not that difficult now to get 500 coins, but for the long time free-to-play players that are playing like since last year, let's say, from the last treasure link, let's say that if you started in the last treasure link and you got like 3 or 4 players together with let's say Baresi and Fernando Torres, those were the best players, Baresi, Fernando Torres and Park Ji-sung. Let's say you get 3 of them, then let's say you have El Hadji Diouf, you have Lothar Matthäus, maybe Berbatov or Cantona. If you have those players, Batistuta is going to be good player, decent. If you're stuck with him, you know, with only him, he would have to do, but you're not going to lose anything if you have El Hadji Diouf or Van Nistelrooy or some of the not that expensive or even completely free players, like I have free Van Basten. Free Van Basten is much better than Batistuta. This Batistuta. So more or less that's it. I could get Xabi Alonso, but I don't want to. And more or less that's it. I'm done for tonight. I'm not gonna play for the moment. I'm top 200, maybe now 250, let's see. Because I think at the moment everybody's playing at 232. Let's check the ranking. Okay, Caccioro, Fiero e Rome. Whatever, man. Caccioro, Fiero means rabid dog. 4-3-2. Ronaldo and George Best forward. That's good. Eberechieze is a whole player. Messi is a creative playmaker. He has orchestrator and destroyer in the midfield. He has two defensive fullbacks, most probably with defensive instruction on them, or at least on one of them, and maybe Vieira with defensive instruction. But when you're playing Capello, you don't have to give your fullbacks or defensive midfielders defensive instruction. Let's see about this one. Again, 4-3-2. Okay. Maybe some changes. Maybe slightly different. Okay, his orchestrator is not defensive midfielder, is a central midfielder. 3 center backs, 1 fullback with most probably defense on him. Jansui, 5 at the back. Yep. 5-3-2. But he has offensive fullbacks and most probably he has offense on them. Maybe this is just his sub tactic. I think he's gonna change to 3-5-2. Anyway, more or less it's the same, because if you give your fullbacks attacking instruction, even in this formation they're gonna be very offensive, like you're playing 3-5-2, and they're gonna go all the way back. You don't have to waste defensive instruction to give them a deep line. So maybe it's better. But this guy, he can beat you with any kind of formation, man. And I think with just normal players that have advanced double touch, he can do the test cancels, the double touch cancels, whatever, man. His skills are great. This one, I can remember this one. 4-3-3 with some variation. Upamecano, combination of free to play and pay to win. Huijsen and Upamecano in the middle with Rijkaard and Zanetti. The rest are bot players. Next, let's see this one. Four, three, three. With a creative playmaker as a third striker. Pele, 108. Okay. Wan-Bissaka. That's a weird choice. Yeah, crossing on Panucci and Wan-Bissaka could be dangerous. This guy here. 3-4-3, but Vitinha on the right side as a central midfielder. Olise, Blitzcurler, Olise left-footed on the left side. I don't know. doesn't really matter. This Joško Gvardiol has blitz curler. He's offensive fullback, and he's playing him as a center back. I think this guy has fortress and blitz curler. Don't take it for granted. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, those were the top 5 players at the moment and their formations. So I'm done with the stream for tonight. Until next time, be well.